sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. And look at this. Right away a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Derek Watt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Darnold on first down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Darnold to Marshall there, first down Panthers. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Back to throw, Darnold. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Darnold going to keep this himself. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much.
And Darnold, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. These two teams all tied after 1. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Darnold now to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Panthers have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Taken in at the 11. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Carolina first down and a gain of 16.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Given 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall
there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll look to throw again. He finds his target, Ebron. Touchdown! Eric Ebron. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
To the air again, Darnold. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Sam Darnold as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. The point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Darnold. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Again, McCaffrey.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Sam Darnold with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll set up to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now,
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hubbard.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Panthers might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field. So he's looking for anyone to throw the football to. But he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it. But he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a...
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And they'll indeed take a knee.